I spent part of my childhood addicted to this anime MMO. Between the adorable art style and the brutal grind, NosTale was my go-to game back then. So today, we're diving back in to relive the nostalgia. So grab a snack and let's begin. And we have spawned at the starting area, and oh my god, this is so nostalgic. Alright, I immediately headed out to beat up some baby danders. It's one of my first quests. And the combat, my god, I remember this. And I leveled up. I then had a quest where I had to capture a chicken. All I really need to do is turn it less than 50% and start whacking my net, and I captured the chicken. Now I have an ally on this adventure. You could say that chicken adds a lot to my DPS because instead of just me whacking the enemy, there's two of us now. Also in this game, you actually need to pay in order to learn skills. I totally forgot about this. And gold is not really easy to get in this game. Moving forward, I now had a quest which I need to interact with the time-space dungeons. So this place is where most quests are frequent. You will get sent here to do some dungeon diving. Mostly what's inside are just battles where you need to defeat some monsters and other stuff depending on the goal. Also, if you notice, I have learned about two skills. I now have a magic skill and I now have a melee skill that does really strong damage. It's very useful because it makes my fights faster than usual. Because before, I just use my normal attack and it takes a while before I kill some enemies. So these new skills really help a lot. I came to a realization that old MMORPGs are about grinding. It's gonna be a very long grind because the experience or the amount of XP I get from monsters are very low, and most of it would come from the quest, so I'll be focusing my attention on quest. For my next quest, I had to capture one of the sheeps. So yeah, we're gonna say goodbye to our chicken now. We're gonna change it with the sheep. You can swap your pets anytime at a place called your bell home or pet home. For now, I'll have the sheep accompany me. Take a look at these new headgears I got from rewards of time-space quests. They look pretty awesome. I honestly haven't been reading the dialogues of these quests, but anyways, I have a very long quest in the mine which required me to go to the mine, go back to the town, but thankfully there are items that can instantly teleport us to town and instantly make us come back to the site, but they cost a couple of gold. By a couple, I mean it's pretty expensive for the amount of money I get back. But it is worth the investment because the time consumed from walking to town and coming back to the place where you have a quest would be pretty dang long. So these are the items that I mean. We have the Ring of Return and the Amulet of Return. Using the Amulet, I can return to the spot where I use my Wing of Return, so I can instantaneously go back to where I left, meaning less hassle. And I swear to god, the amount of quests I need to do here at the mines is so much. I am so excited of getting my first class change because I really want more power. So I diligently did all my quests. Everything. Because quest is like the best source of XP, honestly. I don't think I can even think of grinding from monsters. That would take forever versus just doing quests. But maybe if you're established enough, let's say you already are a pro player in this game, you have so much resources, maybe grinding would pay off if you can kill stuff very fast. But in my case, I struggle so much in killing just one monster. It takes a while before they die, even if I execute all my skills in their face, and all my buffs on hand as well. Also, my pet sheep keeps dying, it's pretty annoying. I need a stronger ally. This sheep can't really keep up. I eventually had this quest where I am rewarded with a level 20 armor. It is random, but I am hoping to get the swordsman one because I am planning to become a swordsman once I reach job level 15. This dungeon was pretty tedious as I had to defeat a lot of these miner, but thankfully they're not really that hard to deal with. They are nerfed for some reason. They're level 12 instead of 18 and above, which is pretty nice because we can get really good loots from them for just like a few whacks compared to their level 18 counterparts. Beating this dungeon took a really long time because as you can see, my damage is not great, so it takes a while for me to kill one miner at a time. And once I did beat the dungeon, the reward I got was a mage armor. I was so disappointed. I wanted a swordsman armor, but I did get a good shoes for free. Still though, I really wanted that swordsman armor. I'm probably gonna do this again until I get the armor. Anyways, after completing that quest, I am now job 15 and I can finally change my class. And as I said earlier, the class I wanted is a swordsman. And let's go! We now have a different look to us. Another sad thing is I can't wear my previous items as it's only adventurer only. But I still do have some items that I can wear, which is pretty nice. All my skills as well are gone and I only have the basic attacks. I then bought a couple of skills from the coach, but sadly I didn't have enough gold to learn everything. I should have focused on what's more important, like attack skills. And so I sold most of the stuff I don't really need anymore so I can get gold to buy skills. All the items I sold amounted to 9,000 gold, which is now enough to at least learn one skill. I chose a single target one, so at the very least, we can kill a single target very fast. Unless the skill is pretty weak. We'll find out soon. Trying out the skill at the Mandragora, honestly, it's not bad, and the cooldown is pretty fast. So it is a decent skill that I have learned. Anyways, I just continued all the monsters in the surrounding as I had quests to kill them. Afterwards, I had to return to the mine because the next quest required me to gather some ores, and ores are dropped from the miners. I made a mistake of selling all of my ores to get gold for skills because now I have to hunt them down and they're pretty rare. It takes a while before I can get some. And since I didn't have any luck on getting the ore, I just decided to go back to that space-time dungeon which could give me a swordsman armor. There's a lot of those minor enemies here, so hopefully they would drop some ores. I'm not sure why, but the enemies inside the dungeon has higher drop rate of ores compared to the one outside. Or maybe because I can defeat them faster because they're only level 12 compared to the ones outside which has higher level. But as you can see, I've already gotten all the ores that I need inside here. And I can also get an extra reward and hopefully it will be a swordsman armor. Drum roll please. And yeah, dang it. And after I was done with the ore problem, now I had to collect pickaxe. Also, I had a new skill. I now do AoE damage, but it's pretty bad. I don't really do that much. So I can't really mob anything at the moment. But I tried my best. It's just very bad. So we need more skills that does like AoE damage, or at least improve the damage of our AoE skill. The game actually gets more fun as you progress, because you'll be learning more skills, you'll be having more powerful skills as well, and equipments, and you can get like better allies, and you can fight groups of mobs. Still, the pace is pretty slow, but satisfyingly enough, it was fun. And thankfully, one of the space-time dungeon that I was in gave me a sword. I was now finally lucky compared to when I was trying to get an armor. So I was very happy we can now improve our damage. I then learned a new type of skill called double attack. So we're gonna be destroying single targets very fast now. Just look at this damage compared to the other one. Oh my god, it's amazing. But I believe the cooldown is twice as much as my first skill. So I can use it alternately with my other one and then we can destroy something very fast. For the next time space dungeon, we can get our secondary weapon, and for the swordsman, it will be the crossbow. I actually like this kind of quest where they spawn a lot of mobs because I can finally make use of my area of effect skills. Not only that, but we're assisted with NPCs that will help us with the battle, and the monster that they kill also drops loot. So there's so many loots to get just by participating in this kind of time space. But I really do need another area of effect skill though. One is not enough because my damage is so low. On my first run, it was a pretty unlucky one because I got a mage item. But since I don't really use my crossbow that much, I just decided to skip that one. And continued on with my quests. There were so many kill quests that I had to do. I actually prefer kill quests than gathering items. Kill quest is much faster because gathering items is pure RNG where you need to pray that they will drop something. Another notable thing is that there was this time space with a fast shoe as a reward, which increases your movement speed by 10%. And oh my god, that's amazing. Because I need to travel from point A to point B a lot in this game because of quest. So this is gonna be so useful. Another time space mission that I need to do has a reward of a level 26 sword. I am of course gonna do this again and again. Another thing is that it will give me a fairy bottle after I beat this campaign as well. So I'm pretty excited for that. Because fairies increase your elemental damage, and my AoE is fire and we're gonna get a fire fairy. Similar to the previous time space mission, I really like ones with so many mobs because I can finally make use of my AoE. I don't really use this that much because it's mostly single targets that do so much damage. But with this map, I can finally do a lot of massive damage on a group of mobs. Very fun to just go inside the center and just do my AoE. So much damage. And for my first reward, I was unlucky. But whatever, we can do it again. It's a pretty nice dungeon that has so many monsters. I then went back to town after that mission because I wanted to learn even more skill that does area of effect. So that was the goal right now. It is a fun time now because I have 3 area of effect skill. I can easily destroy all of these guys. Also, totally forgot to mention, but one of the guards decided to join me. So now we have a range fighter that is level 24 and pretty tanky. And I got the sword in the second try, so woohoo! I then had this quest where I need to defeat like these demonic dogs, and oh my god, they hurt so much. Thankfully, we have a lot of snacks to eat so we can heal up. We're fine. And as the quest progresses, it gets crazier because 4 at the same time get summoned and my health just go down so fast. Thankfully, because of an ongoing event, there's a free potion that monsters randomly drop that heals for like 2000 HP. So I'm fine. I'll be financially struggling right now without this event, so I'm so glad that it existed right now because I am really lacking in potions and gold. After completing a couple of quests, I had a lot of gold rewards, so it's now time to learn upgrades for our skills. Specifically, the ones I use the most, which is a normal attack enhancement, and then the double attack and maybe our AoE. But since I'm lacking in gold, I just decided to learn a buff that would increase my attack power. I then had this really ridiculous quest where I had to get a lot of various food, and oh my god, this is gonna cost us a lot of money, which I hate because I really need my money in order to learn more skills. Also, the monsters here look pretty dang cool. They look way stronger versions of the previous ones we have already fought, so it's pretty nice to see the progression of these monsters as well. It's like they're evolving. The Mandragoras are probably my favorite ones to kill because they drop their items very frequently. I don't know why. Maybe the drop rate for Mandragoras are pretty high, but this is the only monster that frequently drops its item. And those Mandragoras sells for 300 each. So I can grind these Mandragoras so I can learn more skills. And that's kind of what I did because I know I'm pretty poor and I won't be able to afford all the food that the NPC is requesting, so grinding would be the best to do for now. And geez, once I visited the NPC, the food that the NPC requested is expensive! Oh my god, I could have used this to learn new skills. I hate it so much. Anyways, enough crying about that quest. There was this other time space mission where it rewards a level 28 warrior armor. So of course I'm gonna do this again and again until I get the armor. But seriously though, how many times does the game want me to do this? I have gotten mage, archer, mage, archer, mage, archer, armor over and over again. I already have like 6 of them. But it's fine because we can sell this for like 600 a pop. I am thinking of I don't mind it, but I'm kind of getting tired of doing this dungeon again and again. So I'm praying for the armor. Praying so hard, and I did not get it again. Oh my god. Well, after I don't know how many runs, but I finally got the armor. So I'm very happy. Jeez, I'm so tired of doing that time-space mission. I just want to move on. But hell yeah, new armor. We're tankier now. Compared to our previous one, it's like ×2 the defense. I then grinded the heck out of that instance where there were a lot of miners being spawned, as I wanted a lot of pickaxe ores and flute that the enemies drop here. They are worth a lot of gold, and this is honestly a great place to grind for both XP and money. Anyways, as I continued my main quest, I got myself a brand new hat from clearing this mission. It is like an antler Santa Claus hat or something, but hey, I appreciate all the new stuff that I can get. And so it's basically just a grind, just killing the same monsters over and over again for their loots and gold. I also have a lot of random quests that I can grab from defeating these monsters. They drop something called a wild sound flower, which then gives you a random quest where you just need to kill a couple of monsters. And then aside from those grinds, there's the other main quest where you just, do other miscellaneous stuff like gathering stuff, and these actually give a lot of experience points, so always do them. And finally, after a couple of hours or something, I finally move on to the next area where there are rams now. Look at these things. They're level 30 plus now. It's crazy. The kobolds, instead of miners, they're now warriors. So we're gonna have a tough time killing these guys, but I actually upgraded my skill, so I do a really good amount of damage now. I have also upgraded my 2 AoE skills to do massive damage. So just look at this. I can kill a group of mobs now with no problem at all, and if some survives, I can just finish them off with my single target skill. So very fun now. I'm stronger. Now that I have reached level 36, it is now time for me to look for a specialized card so I can transform into those specialized forms. In order to get the card, I just need to interact with a gem of mystery and then do the trials that they want me to do. These trials that the gem of mystery wants you to do are no joke. Thankfully, I got a new companion called Roy. I got him from the frequent main quests. Somewhere along the way, this guy is a swordsman and very tanky, so a pretty good party mate for someone who likes mobbing like me. Anyways, after finishing all the trial, I can now transform into my specialized form. Well, unless, no one disturbs me. And once again, let's transform into the fire type warrior. Heck yeah. But I'm still like low job level on this. So specialized cards also have their job levels. So right now we only have these skills available. But eventually, as we level up, we'll gain more. Take a look at this damage I do to the Mandragora. I swear, the specialized cards are awesome. This guy is also made for mobbing, so this has a provoke skill which pulls all the monsters in the center, and I have a lot of AoE. Actually, most of my skills are area of effect. Even my normal attack is area of effect, so this thing is awesome, and I just want to destroy a lot of mobs of monster, and this is the perfect class for it. It is especially good at missions like this where you have to defeat a lot of monsters, so it's very easy to gather them up in one area. I'm mostly just highlighting what the warrior is capable of at the moment. It's just very fun to destroy all these mobs in one go. Sadly though, these specialized cards have a limit of use to them every day. It drains something called SP, and once it's all gone, you will no longer be able to transform. But from what I read after researching how to recharge SP, it seems like this thing recharges to 100% every day. So we're fine because it recharges every day. We just need to stop playing when we don't have SP anymore. Anyways, that's it for the video. I have satisfied my nostalgia of this game, and this is, I think, a good point to stop. So, again, thank you guys for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed your stay here, and don't forget to click that like and subscribe button. Bye now!